Like I want to say thank you to Discount Distributors and Discount Distributors Liquors, the Clothespin, and of course Produce Express. How could I forget the ice cream? Ultimate flavor. I'm telling you, that's how they're doing it. They own Carib Road right now, off Chesapeake Road. The whole block is hot. Is that's Lil Wayne?
Low end block
Okay,
is
got
on.
it. The block is hot. All right. Um, I want to take a quick break before we get into things. Our traffic report comes up here. When we come back, we get right into it. Right here on your hit station. We are Star 106 Hits.
This traffic report brought to you by Shield
Just in
Insurance.
time
For the look at traffic now, and you'll see what's happening on Tony's Million Dollar. That single lane coming in off JFK is stacked with traffic, and a bumper-to-bumper glow-slow ride is heading into the roundabout at Smilable Highway. That circle is experiencing a slow, heavy traffic flow from all sides. Tony's Million Dollar lane from the west side, the dual lanes coming in on the east side, and the dual lanes also coming in on the north side from the Sports Center. And they are all heavily laden and only able to slowly merge each one of those corridors into the roundabout, making it quite slow up in there. So that's going to be going on like that for a while. But it's on Blue Hill Road at the end of Tony's Million Dollar where it meets the roundabout there. That the Tony's Million Dollar east lanes that are headed into that circle is also laden down with traffic. Only this time it's not a stagnant. You will be able to get through the roundabout in a reasonable amount of time. Elsewhere, the traffic flow island-wide is reasonable, especially for a national canoe. There's no other major traffic jam delays going on across the island at this time. Traffic moving along streets like Wolf Road, Mackey Street, and East Street, especially in the north, is quite moderate right now with no delays or congestions to advise you of. Possibly not another hour now when that go-home crowd hits the street, but there's going to be more of a slowdown going on. As of now, though, only those areas that I've isolated have the congestions going on. Most of the rides is still a reasonable one across the island. This National Traffic Report is service of Dr. Danny Johnson Associates at Foot and Ankle International, who offers the simplest and safest treatment for foot injuries, ingrown toenails, corns, heel pain, and more. Visit Foot and Ankle International for relief. They're located Dean's Lane atop the hill at Fort Charlotte. Call them at 322-5402. That's 322-5402 for more info. You can follow our Facebook page, Iron Sky Traffic, for regular updates and photos of road conditions, or you're able to WhatsApp us at 801-1035 with your own immediate story. I'm VAWN. Back in an hour with an update.
There's Smooth.
And then there's Guinness Smooth.
It's a brand new cool.
Incredibly smooth.
Perfectly balanced.
For a smooth and refreshing taste.
So how smooth? Well smooth. Guinness Smooth.
For a smooth and refreshing taste. New Guinness Smooth. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly. Socialize responsibly.
For the freshest fruits, vegetables, meats, seafood, dairy, and grocery items, check out Discount Distributors, located number 45 Carib Road, off Chesapeake Road. Download the grocery app in your Google Play or Apple Store and let them bring your grocery to you. That's Discount Distributors. Call 601-0213.
Stars and hits live at 106.
Star 106 hits. Yes, indeed. It is free of mine on Talk to Me Tuesday. And if you ain't talking to me nice, then don't talk at all. All right. DJ Fuego's in the building. DJ Beats is in the building, aka Darius Bannister. Depends on what day of the week.
Right.
You know.
Hey, what's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday, he's Beats.
I feel beatsy.
I feel BT. I feel BT.
Beatsy today.
But of course, you know what? I walked in, heard you guys talking, and seems like y'all have a lot on your minds. I'm gonna kind of withhold what it is I wanted to talk about because there's 5 days in the work week, so I'm gonna allow you to free your mind.
All right, I'll let Master Fuego take the lead.
Not
Brother
the-
Bannister. Brother Bannister. Thank you. Let me help on y'all. No, I just want to free my mind
You
for
do?
a quick little second.
Go ahead, let's take it.
Because I want to pose the question to my people. Do good people still exist in this
Yes.
day and age?
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
And it's not the minority, the majority.
Oh, so put my hand down now because
like-
that's the real
Oh.
question.
Only because I had a situation, and this situation can be taken to any other aspect of it. But I lost an ID of mine, my work ID. I
You
left
did?
it. I left it at a little restaurant or whatever. Cool, a little restaurant that I frequent. So I said, okay, I was so not to say defeated about it, but I said, okay, I'll end up taking the loss of it. Ended up now coming to work, and my coworker gets a call from a friend of his saying that,
Hey,
hey,
I found your
you-
boy's
yeah,
ID.
Peter Cuego work with you. I have his ID. So I said,
Nice.
oh, great. I said, wow, this world's so small. I don't have to stress about that.
You got to pay for it, rather.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So then now said coworker gives me the number of
The person who has your
finds it.
ID.
So I said, I'm trying to arrange a little setup for us to get
Pick
together.
up.
Pick up. I
Mhm.
said,
or drop off service.
preferably drop off. But I said, I can even come to you. I said, you've already done me the pleasure of finding it for me
And holding it.
and
keeping it.
securing it.
Yes, securing it.
So I can now come to you. I now get to the said restaurant that's apparently not too far from the person's place,
Mhm.
saying that this would be an easy way to meet up and all this good stuff. For the person to say,
I scared.
oh yeah, I have your ID, but I was hoping for you to give me $20.
Oh, extorting you.
Oh.
I said, bribing me. I said, oh, do you want me to pull up with Wings and the police? Do you want me to pull up that $20 and the police? I said, oh,
See, now, go ahead. Go ahead.
because now it's a difference of me actually going to reward you for securing my item
Mhm.
rather than you telling me this is what you want in order for me to get my item.
So give me this and
I'll
give
give you that.
this.
So I pulled the little stuff and I
Gosh.
said, oh, I actually don't even have cash on me. I said, I'm at the restaurant here. I said, I don't have cash on me. She's like, oh, well, I wanted.
She?
I was supposed to say, but yeah.
You lucky she didn't ask for 40.
She ends
She
up
could get she could have get naughty for 40.
because the incentive was I was saying we're at the restaurant here. Come have a drink with me at least, let me
Because I'll swipe my card.
I'll swipe the card, sure,
Right.
which is no problem.
Right. She didn't want food.
She says,
Or
oh,
drinks.
but I don't really drink like that. And this 20 is for me and my
Lying.
daughter. Meanwhile, coworker is telling me that they came here for drinks the other day. So I said, so you drink water?
Well, they have water here. I could give you. Would you
They
like that with
have
ice?
water here? I
Would
said,
you like that with ice?
So I said, so she's like, for food. So I said, oh, well, I don't have cash, but I said, the restaurant's here. What do you want? I could order you something. We're at the
I
restaurant.
full.
She's like, oh, what do they serve? Girl, it's wings, burgers, and fries. What do you want? And like, you don't get no lobster, surf, and turf out of me. What do you want? She
Oh, this is
says,
hilarious.
she then says, oh, well, I can get the wings then, but I want the wings plain, no sauce and no.
So me and my
barbecue."
daughter could eat it.
So me and my daughter can eat.
Right.
I said, let me see this real daughter for real. I said, when you pull up, bring your daughter for me.
No, see now, why did you have to go there?
Because
why
you-
do you need proof that she has a
Why
child?
didn't you shake me down for $20 for wings? Are you going to be a good person or not? Are you going to trust karma or not? Do good people still exist or not? Because you could have
I
left
feel
it.
you.
You could have left it right where you found it, and I would have found it easy for free.
Because
add
that,
that.
has no value to anybody.
So-
It's not a
Driver's
checkbook. It's
license
not-
or
no,
my
but
ID.
you see the thing with driver's license and passport is those are government issued IDs. You don't really own them. Your passport, you don't own that.
Right.
So if somebody's withholding your passport, you can
I
call
call
them
the
on.
police.
Exactly.
ASAP.
So yeah, so this we must know.
So as long as people know,
But your work
work
ID is not government property.
and not that I was breaking a sweat or I needed to show to as a form of ID anywhere. It was just the courtesy of, I guess, being inconvenienced of having to get a whole new work ID or a whole
Sure.
new swipe pass.
I
or
may
whatever.
have to pay for it.
Yes. So, but even the same token, what is the purpose of you calling my coworker to say, "Hey, I have Empress ID.
Right,
Is she to work?
right.
Let me come by and give it to her, whatever." In comparison, say when I do come by to give it,
What you can give me.
not even what you can give me. Tell her I have $20.
Have that ready.
Have that ready.
2 tens? No, you know
Wow.
what? Preferably 2 5s and a straight 10.
Man, she must say she want a fish.
And
I
in
just got-
US. I need it in
DJ.
US. I go in
I just
Miami.
got that term the other day. Say, man, just one fish, man. It's
One
cool."
blue marlin.
TJ, you don't see the problem. You see the bigger picture.
Show the
She
bigger
was gonna use that
Mm-hmm.
ID tonight to go buy her sweetie, and she's gonna pull the
Right,
officer
because
and
that,
to be
that
essential.
is an essential worker's
And
ID.
let me show a little something in the
On
the screen
camera.
here. I had a little bit of hair, so she seems to have about the same amount of hair. But I appreciate you finding my ID, securing it, though, sis. But I wasn't about to be shut down for $20.
So
for my work
what
ID.
ended up happening with the chicken wings?
Because I'm such a nice guy, I got 6 orders of. I got 6 wings
Uh-huh.
because at this little restaurant they had dollar wings, so shout out to them.
Right.
So, but you don't know that.
So did you give her the wing?
You know, I did.
And she did not ask for the 20 anymore.
No, she got her 6 wings. I got my ID. Thank you so much. And I blocked her on WhatsApp because I don't get shook down again. So, because imagine
Okay,
She's
now
coming for the next 14.
Yeah, exactly.
wait, no, you mean another 6. I
Another-
wanted 12. I told you it was for me and my daughter, Brew. Did you not
Bro,
get that?
you
Bro,
thought-
did
Yeah.
you
you
not
think-
get that?
you think
6
six-
wings could feed me and my daughter?
You think 6 wings to share?
6 wings don't share, bro. I have to call you back for the next 6.
But I think the
I
nice
think so.
guy in me was more concerned of what people are willing to do in a panoramic lens.
No, all right. Let me take you. When you
okay.
said that just now, it reminded me of the very last time I found something.
Mhm.
I found a
Mhm.
whole Mac Pro. Okay,
Wow,
in the
nice.
gas station, right, and along with a cell phone, right,
In
and
a bag or just sitting up?
just sitting up.
Wow.
And I asked, and nobody knew, so
Mhm.
I took the phone, and of course, when it rang, it kept ringing. I guess they were trying to find it. I answered it. They recognized my voice, which made it a little difficult. Right?
And even more comforting because I'm like,
yeah, you know,
everything can steal from
she,
me.
you know, and the thing is, when we met up, guess what? It was a pastor and his wife.
Wow.
That's who it belonged to.
Mm.
Right? And they were just so very thankful because it was the church's
Mhm.
to do.
Mhm.
And the story ended well. We met up at the very same gas station.
Yeah.
I met them there. I handed it over and they said, God bless you. And that was the end of it. Like,
Mhm.
you know, I could have thought about the, amount of money that passed through their baskets on a Sunday.
Mhm. To
You- you know what I'm saying? You know what it can cost
Mhm.
you, bro, to get a new Mac Pro?
you might as well just give that to
You
me,
might as well.
man.
You understand?
That's true.
Bless me with that.
Bless me with that.
But
Wow.
but in on the size of the $20 gal, and I gotta say this because I'm a very forgetful person, and there's actually someone in mind that I need to pay them a call after the show.
Okay.
But I feel as though when someone goes out of their way and they do something, they show you that kindness, not because it's such a great thing that they're doing, but out of just appreciation for what they did.
You
I
can
feel
reward
like
them
naturally I'd
if
want
you
to
want to.
reward them.
if you want to.
Yeah.
But that should
And if
not
you're able to.
or able, yes, but
Yeah.
it should not be expected. Like, what happened to the village
Mhm.
that we once all were a part of? That's the question. Because if somebody, like in PJ's situation, you find a work ID, like, why are you trying to?
Yeah.
It's almost like you said, bribery. Because
Yeah.
you reach and it's like, okay, I
Yeah.
need a slow 20 for this.
Mhm.
My question is, if I didn't have the 20, or if I didn't even have a credit card to buy those chicken wings, what were you going to do? Were you going to withhold it? Then
Yeah.
what?
And then too, specifically with the work ID, this isn't a government, like you said, this isn't a government issued
Issued
ID.
ID,
This is a
exactly.
piece of plastic we could get print up. I just didn't want to pay $5 to get it print up again.
Exactly.
I would gladly give you the $5, but this it's not like you found my bag or you found my
my
phone
wallet.
or my wallet.
Mhm.
If you found my wallet, hopefully you still found it with some cash in it. I'm gonna give you some of the cash in there just out of appreciation for your honesty, because you could have taken this very valuable thing and gone your way and I would have never known.
Well, again,
Yeah.
the question as he asked, do good people still exist? Do honest people still exist in the 242, as far as you're concerned? How many times do you hear stories? You know what? Let me
Yeah.
add a little twist to it for a second. You find a wallet
Mhm.
filled with US bills in the same gas station, in the club, at the bar,
Would you say you find an empty
food
wallet?
store, a wallet with money.
An empty wallet?
No, wallet with money.
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing the last one. You say empty?
You find a wallet.
Empress, you
With
can't
money
you
in
can't
it.
find a wallet with money in it.
It's
That don't
happened to me.
exist. You found a wallet with
I
money?
found a wallet in the food store
Really?
already. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, with money in it. And again, I now recall looking up the person's ID
Mhm.
and making contact with them. They got back their wallet with the money in it. But how many people would be honest enough to do that rather than take the money and toss the wallet?
I feel like we have a quasi honest set of people. Like I said, you don't find wallets with money in it. I feel like we'd have a lot of people that say, "Yeah, man, I find this wallet in thing on parking lot. This you was George? Oh yeah, okay. Meet me. Oh, how much
It
money?
hap-
How much money in it? But it's empty, boy.
Honestly, that I and we talked. I remember we talked about it before when Wally was
Right.
here. And I'm looking at it, I guess, on a minuscule level of my work ID.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it can be
Anything.
anything,
Mhm.
and having the faith in saying that someone's going to return it to you. Listen, I do definitely believe in karma, and I guess after experiencing this aspect of how real people are, and don't get me wrong, it's not that this is
This one isolated incident may hopefully doesn't change your perspective on good people
yeah, no,
and
no,
whether
no,
or
no.
not good people out
Yeah,
there
no, no,
still
no. It
exist.
just more so shows to say that what people are willing to do in these dire times.
You think it's because she possibly could be in dire straits?
I think so too. And also an aspect of it.
You want to blame it on the pandemic
If
like
I were to be
everybody
frank,
else?
yeah, I was just gonna say, to be frank, I think a lot of people are blaming the pandemic for their lifestyle for their way of life, when really it's just more of taking charge and having initiative for yourself.
Let's take a quick break on that. More free your mind on the other side.
What is it,
Boy, oh
Duncan?
boy.
What is it with steel doors?
Boy, oh
Everybody
gosh.
asks,
Oh
I
gosh.
got steel doors. I say, really got
I
it? All I get is steel doors. I
know,
get 32 and
Do you
36
know
inch
he
doors. I get 6 panel and 9
Yeah.
panel. I even get some with sun's voice. And I've taken the guesswork out of my customers having to choose right color. All of my steel doors is white. Not only do I have doors, I have the wooden tools for you to hang them. And to sweeten the pot, I sell in all of my Milwaukee tools at 15% off. In answer to your question, I got a ton of doors and a ton of tools. And the tools going for 15% off. Sale runs through end of February.
Join Juicing for Life and Jim and Juice for the Big Win giveaway every month in 2021. All you have to do is spend $20 or more in any of our locations. Fill out the contact detail slip, drop it in the box, and you will be entered to win a 50-inch LED smart TV every month. Come and enjoy a variety of smoothies, juices, salads, sandwiches, and wraps, and build up with our countless supplements. Juice with us and win!
106
What was
hits.
going on there? How the-
I know, right? They don't care about what. True story. Star 106 hits, welcome back. Integrity. Does it still exist? Do we still have honest people in the 242? Are we still a village where we look out for one another? Do those days still exist? Now, let's talk about integrity real quick. Set the stage once again. You find some money, a wallet, a
Mhm.
purse,
Mhm.
because it happens. People
Yeah.
drop these things, or sometimes a $100 bill, $50 bill drops out of
I was
somebody's
just about to
pocket.
say that.
You're in the food store, you see that bill. What do you do?
Do you see the bill drop out of their pocket?
I was just gonna say, do I see who where it came from?
Okay. So if you don't see from whence it came, then what you say?
A blessing. Thank you, Lord.
What you want me to
Thank you,
give back
Lord.
the Lord blessing?
I can't give the Lord.
I
throw it up
can't
in
give
the
the-
sky
You
and
would-
say,
but I
"Jesus,
would-
take it back."
What I would do though.
So y'all don't believe in carrying it to the office of said food store and say if anybody comes looking for the drug, because that might be their last $50 to buy their family dinner.
I'm with
Mm.
that. But I think
Yeah.
why I'm not with that, because then if the person doesn't come back towards I'm giving this person free money,
That's all I
because
feel.
it was
So and it's
what's
really
the-
it was really yours.
not per se mine, but now it's coming across as my blessing.
I mean,
Because honestly, most people lost and found policies like, okay, after 20, 30 days, if the person doesn't come back,
Mm-hmm.
what happens?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you found $500 just randomly on the floor and no one comes back to claim it, what happens? Is it split between the staff, security guys? Is it split between high up, or does it go towards the staff lunch? What?
That's a good question.
Because then I think if
staff lunch.
right, because I don't even have to.
That's the
you can
manager
use that
lunch.
money and buy that girl an X6 wings. How about that?
How about that? See? Because good people like me and us still exist.
Woo,
I think it's a difference if I see money fall out of your purse or out of your pockets and saying like, oh, hey, Empress, or hey, Beats, you dropped this, you dropped that.
Yeah.
Or
right.
coming
That's
for
different.
somebody saying, anybody lose this, knowing that we're all in here digging our pockets.
Right.
Come on.
And if everyone says no, it's kind of like, what do I say then? Because I can't prove it to you, or I'm not gonna ask you, this is American or Bahamian.
Exactly.
Like,
What's the serial number?
Yeah, because then it's like, okay, are you watching your money like that? I just know I have $50 in my pocket.
What is the serial number?
This
If you
this
could tell me
bill
the
of a
serial number,
this bill of a squiggly line on it. What it look like?
Just pull out somebody's phone number and then who it is. Who it is. not the number, who it is.
who is it? You know?
So it's kind of that fine line on it, with the being integral, I guess. It's just making sure that when you do things, that it doesn't come across as what karma is going to haunt you.
When you give to people, do you give with the expectation of receiving?
No.
Do you think people now? Do you think we still have kind people who give from the heart? And I ain't talking about Christmas time. I'm talking about throughout the year.
Yeah.
You know, you see somebody again in dire straits,
Mhm.
somebody who's in need. These stories been coming up every single month since COVID started. Jared,
Mhm.
big up yourself, Jared
Right?
Higgs.
Shout out to my dog.
Yeah,
Jared
Higgs really been digging. I don't know where he's find these people
You
from.
better go to Twitter.
Mhm.
That's where these stories come in.
My dog is stopping into the market.
Okay. And these stories come up of people every day, families in need. Are you finding that people still have a heart where they're touched by these stories? They're touched by, the fact that people are in need and you could possibly afford to spare a thing or two.
I think definitely the effect that those stories really bringing out the Bahamian struggle, the real struggle to the forefront.
Mhm.
I feel as though that has an effect, a profound effect, more than people would know. Like I know for me personally, I I don't have much to give, but I try to make my difference wherever I can. Like sometimes if I go to like perfect
Perfect
example.
example.
The other day I was to the gas station and I heard someone was like
Come up short.
authorize $6 on pump 2.
Ooh,
And I was
Don't
like,
embarrass me.
$6.
who
And
does
so I
authorize
went
with
to the
six?
I was
Just
like, hey,
put four more.
put an next 10 on that.
Aw.
Boy, beats. I haven't met no one that nice in my life yet.
Really?
I mean, I guess in that aspect of it, I've met nice people.
So
But-
you've never been somewhere, and I've seen it happen. Well, I'm usually the one doing it, but
But yeah.
no, but you're in a food store line and you see somebody come up short.
Mhm.
They got 3 pickaninnies behind them looking up in their face, right? And they're trying to put back. And when you see them trying to put back, they're really left with nothing.
Nothing.
They got the chicken or the ground beef, but they put back the rice and put back everything else to go with it. And it's
Like,
like,
what you gonna eat?
what
Just grab it by
y'all
itself?
really gonna eat? And you just say, you know what? Like you did.
Mhm.
And you either pay for it or you top it up.
Yeah, you
But-
pay it forward.
Let me flip the perspective for you guys, just so, I guess because it's naturally happening. With good people like you all out here, and people recognizing that there may be good people in their situation. So I think a lot of persons use their circumstances as a tool to feel sympathy for or feel empathy for you to feel sorry for me. So it's more of a strategy or tool. I say that to say, give me an example. I don't know if you guys remember recently on our news, Giorgio Bain ended up doing a report on a family in Gambia.
Boy, every week they have a story,
Right,
man.
boy. The people are doing stories.
Oh, the Gambia one
The
was with the don't tell me.
Mhm.
The dude had his hair done.
Done,
I
Joe.
noticed it.
And my homegirl just got her hair freshed out,
Freshly.
going
Ooh,
back to work on Monday.
Why made you notice that?
Why- Okay.
But mind you, the house ain't get no windows.
A house where we're literally in one room in
One,
the back of a
I
yard.
remember the story.
And mom is saying that she just had a baby.
Baby,
It's like 4
5
children.
months?
Yeah, one
The
is like
baby,
5
yes,
months, one is
and
2
then-
years old, one is 4, one
and-
is 7.
And in the end of the interview, they asked the little girl.
Uh-huh.
I saw it.
No, okay.
Mhm.
I saw it. They
Did you
asked the
also
little
see-
girl like what she would like or what she and she
Yeah,
was saying
yeah,
she
I
would love
remember
a
that.
house with windows and she would love a house with running water, hot
Heartbreaking.
water. And
Mhm.
I remember.
So don't get me wrong, such a sad story, such a real story for a lot
Yeah,
of
but I was
Bahamians
looking
in
at
the-
homeboy hair. His hair was done better than mine.
My dog hair is freshly rolled back. My dog has his earrings in. He has his little spliff behind his ear. So when this interview is done,
okay. We
can
could
wrap
burn
up.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
be
could
burning Sean Paul.
not concerning what
Yeah,
nobody
not
got to
but
say.
say,
Yes. We also have my homegirl here who just ain't get her braids out properly. So it's like you see the dynamic and the priorities of she's making sure that at least my children have something to eat, and you are not working with.
You know,
somebody
but when
hustling.
but Pete,
Hold on, not to cut you all off, but I just want to interject something.
Hit me.
okay, because I think
Someone-
you're going where I going.
So you don't necessarily have to look like your situation.
Fair.
When you step out of the house, you could live in a shack and come out looking like bamboo shack.
Oh,
Like-
Robo!
And honestly, people might laugh at it and be like, "Oh, she spent all this money on her hair," but then if she did not make that investment in her own self and her own appearance, then how would she then go out and try to?
Well,
seek
that's exactly
further
what I
gainful
thought. When I
employment?
thought it first, PJ, I said, you know, I looked at the two fresh hairdos, right?
Mhm.
And then I said, self, maybe that's the investment in order to try and
Yeah,
make a living. Maybe, you know,
Okay.
you're looking for employment. You got to look the
you gotta
part.
look
Okay.
good.
I thought about that.
You still got me. And the
Thought
thing
about
is,
that.
you don't have to look like you're struggling. I truly believe in that.
Mhm.
But now, when we go to saying that I need help or you're requesting help from members of the society, people are actively trying to come out saying, "Oh, well, you know, let me help" or whatever.
Mhm.
It's now being reported by members and your neighbors saying like, "Oh, they always do this.
Yeah.
Oh, they come by to help, but they never
Yeah,
do
like
nothing."
I remember one story, right?
Mhm.
Again,
I
on
don't
our
trust the
news.
neighbors though. Neighbors be hating.
But
Sometimes.
I also don't think that Bahamians have a reason to when there's smoke, there's fire. Period.
That's real.
I don't think that they have no reason to mention it if it's because it is a truly sad story.
Yeah.
No, like somebody had said to me with one of these very same stories during the pandemic. You know, people were bringing things to this particular family,
Mhm.
and you ain't really lived nowhere, right? Yet, 'cause you got put out. And when somebody asks you like what you need, you say you wanted a car. So the question was, were you going to live in this car with your children or what? No, she had a plan. The plan was to get the car to do, you know, X, Y, Z.
Mhm. Start
A
some
bus- a
churches.
business or
Yeah,
something?
start a business and thing. But
Okay.
then you get a car, but you didn't want that car.
Or you're looking for somewhere to stay. But
Well, what kind of car was it?
No, see, you're
Ah,
looking
this
for
area.
somewhere to stay. You just was in a cubby hole, right, with your kids, and
Mhm.
now you get somewhere to stay. No, I want a 2-bedroom.
Do you think they have to put this bedroom right here?
Yeah, you know, I don't want
windows
I
shouldn't
don't
even
want a
open up.
1-bedroom. I want a 3-bedroom.
And it's
Like,
like,
hello,
you didn't have
you
a
didn't have
bedroom.
no bedroom, and now you see. So a lot of times, people are a little weary about giving because at the end of the day, are people really, really in need? You see what I'm saying? Because you could have, but you want more. We all want more.
We all want more.
Yeah.
All of us want more.
Mhm.
So again, integrity.
I'm just
That's
so
true, but
torn.
I feel as though the percentage of the people that are in actual dire need
Mhm.
and are taking advantage of the need. When I say taking advantage, I mean they are taking the food donations and they're using them, they're saving them, they're feeding their families with them.
They're
I feel
selling
like there's a larger proportion of people in that situation than there are individuals that are taking
Choosing, begging.
going to this one, the next one, and then the other one to get the food donations, then to go try sell it.
Oh,
But
there's
you
lots
already
of
have a
that.
place.
No,
There's
that's
so
a
much of
lot.
that happening.
And you
Listen,
already have a
just
job. This
Go
just
to your
your
neighborhood tuck shop.
just drive through Meadow Street.
yeah.
There's a church right through there every morning you pass.
Actually,
Mhm.
yeah.
Shit, supposed to see people every day, and I'm like, wow. And then I know somebody who actually stood on that line, and it's a box of cereal, a loaf of bread, 2 tins of that, 1 bag of rice. It ain't no bunch of things, you
It
know.
ain't like
So that goes to show that people are really, really in need. Now, if you're going to stand on those long lines for resale,
You crazy.
I don't know.
Let me give you one more story before we wrap up today. Had a friend of mine come to the Guardian today to drop off something or pick up something.
Not your idea.
No, not my ID. Bless her heart. So I'm dropping up, giving him some documents or whatever. And as my friend pulled into the parking lot, her tire got flat. But this gentleman who saw her tire got flat came running over to say, "Oh, mom, I see you." And she's a little older than me, so she says, "Oh, mom, you know, I just want to make sure that you good or you straight or whatever. I'll help you out." Offers to say, you know, I'll take your car, I'll take your tire, I'll change it for you, whatever. And then at the end of that saying, "Oh, well, you know, I can't do this for free though. You know, I can't do this. I can needle or something, right?" And it's like, you just want to take advantage of this woman in a situation because she didn't ask you. She didn't come and say, "Hey, please help me."
Right.
You came over to offer help, and now to shake her down for $20.
Yeah, no, but that's predatory.
So then I'm outside with her. We're talking, whatever. Kiki hi. He's like, "Boss man, you working here?" Points to the building. I said, "Yeah." "Oh, y'all got any water inside?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh, give me one cup to drink and one cup to wash my hands." I said, "This ain't my car and this ain't my tire, I said, "So you need to get your manners together."
Wow.
So
CJ, you don't get the money water?
no, because you need to get your manners together. When you say please and thank you, by all means, I can give you the moon and stars too. But until then, I ain't your slave. I don't owe you anything.
All right, Kunta.
Oh, come on now. It's just common courtesy and common decency, because a lot of folks, mind you, they feel as if they're burned from these persons in their lives who've caused them situations and say like, "Oh, well, I meet so-and-so who said they was a good person too, but then this happened." And it's like, you cannot beat everybody with the same bad one, and you cannot take that same type of entitled mentality to every single person and expect them to jump and clap when they see you. No, so when you do get the short end of the stick, or if of any part of the stick, you can't be mad about that.
Real talk. Well, to answer your question in a nutshell, do good people still exist? Yes, they do.
You still here? Beats, you still here?
Okay, I was just about to say there are still good people. What percentage? Hit me.
The number's still out on that one.
Okay.
We still
right now,
calculating.
0.03.
No, man.
No, it's higher than that.
I know that you were going to say that. No, there's some people out there.
No, I'd say we had a solid 80%.
See, now, let me tell you, when it comes to
10%
these...
swindlers.
Go ahead.
And the other 10 is thief.
Okay.
When it comes to, I don't use in particular people who give to charities for the most part it's a good gesture. Yeah. But sometimes the motive ain't right.
Because a lot of persons take photos and
they
videos.
like the photo up. They like, you see them lights next to you? They like.
And it's so candid, like, "How pass me back and just smile."
Yeah.
It's like,
hold the product.
Hold the product,
smile.
Where the children? Let me go take pictures with them.
Right. And see, that I don't like, but that's a topic.
That's a topic for someone else.
For another day. I believe when you give in quiet. You give that not in secrecy as such, but just do.
And not with the cameras
without
rolling.
Any kind of recognition.
Not for your Facebook likes, not for your
on
social
a daily
media.
basis. You know what I mean? When you do, for the most part, if you give to a charity and they want to take, like, I could tell you, for instance, with Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop once he'd be like, say something to the camera. And I'm like, but that's him. He wants to document everything is what that is. So that's different.
That's different.
But the type of quote unquote charity work that I do, nobody will ever know.
Because it'll never be, I'm coming one hand of groceries.
Because your charity work could be as simple as you in that food store with that person in front of you who don't have it, or the gas station with the person trying to fill up a tank, or even get the car to move with $2 or $4.
Or 6 wings.
You are sick, you know what?
Non-robo.
You know what?
I want to tell you something, but I don't want to come across like a boast since I think I may wait.
You can tell us off air then.
Okay.
All right. So, folks, keep it locked off of the hour. Thanks for tuning in. 5 o'clock, your Drive at 5 with yours truly and DJ AI comes in.
People get plenty time when they have